Hey, welcome to the Hardcore Truth with Johnny O. Jackson, and I am Johnny O. Jackson. In this episode, I'm going to touch on a subject that I think is very important. Before that, how about those Cowboys? And I think it's appropriate that I have my Dallas Cowboy jersey on because a lot of athletes, a lot of competitors tend to think once they turn pro, IFBB pro bodybuilder, that they're getting a contract like they turn a professional football player, a professional basketball player, a professional baseball player, and getting a contract, underneath an organization. But no, folks, it's not like that, quite like that. There are many avenues to make money, and you have to search for them and work for them yourself. But you definitely don't get money handed to you once you get your IFBB Pro card. And I found out that that's a lot of people really, really, really think that wholeheartedly, that their career had reached the epitome of it's time to make some money. I've made it, but is definitely the total opposite. Is you're just getting started. Once you get an NPC and decide you want to try to become an IFBB pro bodybuilder, and you start organizing yourself and start competing in NPC, that's what I call more or less, believe it or not, the fun part about competing is in the amateurs. It's almost like college football. And I don't know, maybe if you ask the people who are the guys who are actually playing in the games or playing for the teams, they may not think it's the best time because there's not a whole lot of money to be made at that time. It's mostly pure playing. It's pure athleticism on stage or being seen. So it's up to you to push yourself, to shine, to push yourself forward, to become one of the number one players, no matter what team or what position you're playing. You want to be the number one player on that particular team and for that particular position. So very important. And that's how you start making money in that way is one of the ways is being highlighted as one of the best at your positions. And once that happens, then here comes sponsorship. There we go. There's one avenue of making money is through sponsorship. And there's a lot of athletes and competitors also think just because a few people have told them they look good or they decided that they themselves that they look just as good, or they won one or two novice shows, and so that shows them that they're in the right place and they're doing the right thing and they have potential to make it to the top. So once those few things happen to a person that's trying to get their IFBB card, they think almost right there they've made it. Somebody acknowledged, I'm doing this, I've made it. No, it's quite different. Once you get noticed, that means you work even harder to really push through and really shine and show your brand. So before we go on the branding, we'll go back to sponsorship. So, like I said, once you show that you're one of the best in your positions, one of the best bodybuilders in your category, in your weight category, that's when you start getting eyes, on yourself. And that's when it's time for you to start filming workouts during, interviews for yourself and putting them out there on Instagram. Social media is a wonder these days because of that, because of the attention that you can grab from sponsors, posting your workouts, posting some, one-on-one interviews that you post up, stating your philosophies. And even the better thing is doing some research on that particular product that you're trying to get a sponsor from and actually pitch to them and tell them why you like the product so much, how much you use the product. And nowadays they even have an ambassadorship program per each company. So you do some research, find out what company you believe in, because I say you must believe in it, because once you have to believe in it, and once you do believe in it, whatever you say will come off that way, will come off believable. But if you're just trying to do it just to earn yourself a buck or just earn yourself, notoriety because you're under this one brand name that only lasts so long. So you want to establish yourself and let each and every company and sponsor know that you can stand on your own, that you on your own is a brand, you on your own will give back to them. Why? You gotta answer some of the why. Why would this sponsor sign on me? Why would this sponsor invest in me? Why would a sponsor pay me to do what I do? Well, first of all, like I said, become one of the best in your weight categories or your positions. Once you do that, you'll get eyes on you. Once you get eyes on you, then now it's time for you to work even harder and show them that you are worth the investment. So important, guys. So many people think just because they got a pretty face and a nice physique that should be good enough to put you in front of the camera and with a product and promote it. But you got to have some personality. You have to have something that some people can connect with. Something believable. Not just because you think you look good or a couple people think you look good. Like I said. Also, we'll go back to brand. You got to remember, you look at this through a business standpoint. Also, I know we get caught up in, loving, competing, loving the look. We'll do anything that it will take to achieve the look to get out there and compete. But you also got to think longevity, guys. You got to think, you want to do this for a long time, or do you want to, go out there and do it this one time and say you've done it and then move on? If that's the key, then, God bless you. And so do it. But if you want to stick around for a while, have longevity, see if you can make it to the pro ranks, see if you can win several shows throughout the pro ranks and even make it to the Mr. Olympia stage and compete, at the epitome of our sport, then you definitely want to look at this in a business standpoint as well. So important. And why I say that is because, it takes money. It takes money for supplements, take money for food, takes money to travel, take money for your tan, take money for your suits, take money for your coaches. I mean, everything, every turn you make, within this sport, there's money to be dished out. There's money to be paid to someone. So you have to prepare for that. You got to go in knowing this. Don't think, like I said, there's some people that will win a national level show or a national qualifying show rather, and get qualified to go to a national show to become pro. And through that, they think, I'm done. I'm quitting my day job. I'm going to focus on my training. Well, cool if you have the savings, if you have the funds, if you have the backup to accomplish that. Man, that's awesome. Unfortunately, I have to say myself, I didn't have it like that. I actually had 2 kids as well on my journey to trying to turn pro. So I had mouths to feed. I had other people that was way more important than myself to me. And everybody knows this is a selfish sport, and you really need to be selfish and self-centered. But I didn't have time for that because I had kids, but I still made it work. You still can make it work. It's all up to you. Is your mindset. It's your will, your willpower, your will to want to win, your will to want to accomplish what you accomplish. Anyway, looking at things as a business standpoint, social media. There's so many different avenues of social media now that you can make money. It's incredible as well, and one of them is YouTube is a huge one, and get paid through YouTube. You guys, document your journeys, no matter if it's your first time or your 10th time or your 100th time, document your journey, document your eating, document, your training, document your resting, document what you do to relax. People are interested in that, and people who are, looking to go on the same journey as you, may have, the same wants, wishes, tricks and, trades that you do. And you can show them that it's possible to do all these things and also be successful, in competing and trying to become a pro bodybuilder as well. So document this stuff, put this stuff up on social media, start gathering yourself a following. Once you start doing that, I mean, that itself, you can be your own sponsor at one point by being smart, by documenting your journey, by, not being, so selfish that you don't want to share the things that you do to prepare yourself, that that works, that may work for someone else. So yeah, definitely through sponsorship is one of the ways. Through branding yourself is one of the ways as well. And God, it doesn't stop there. I was pretty blessed in my journey in turning pro. Before I turned pro in 1999, I won the junior nationals. So I met Vince Andrich, was the athlete director for Metrex at the time. Um, and at the junior nationals, he saw me, moving around and talking to some competitors, and people ask questions, and I've stated before in interviews and stuff like that. I really appreciate people coming over and asking or talking or being fans. So I go out of my way to make sure that I talk to them and pick their as well as they want to pick my brain, I pick their brain because sometimes they can give you some information that can help you to become a better you, become a better competitor, or whatever the fact may be. So Vince came over to me, saw me moving around, and came over to me and was like, "Hey, what's your name?" And I told him, and he was like, he introduced himself and said he was athlete director for Metrex, and that he was interested in talking with me more. He saw how I was interacting with several athletes, and so that made him interested in talking to me a little bit more about sponsorship with Metrex. And I was like thrown back, like, wow, I had no idea. I actually had no idea. Like I said, I was fully bought into trying to turn pro. So actually making money at doing what I was doing, it was for some reason the furthest thing from my mind. I really don't know why, but I guess I was focused on the goal so much that I wasn't focused on, what I mean? There are avenues to make money doing this. So that's why I'm here. And that's why I'm, stating it to you guys to, be aware of this. Cause I truly, honestly wasn't aware of it till, he came over and talked to me and said, hey, he wanted to have a conference call with me, the following week. And I was like, great. He gave me his card. I told him I'll give him a call, Monday, and we'll go from there. And actually, before I could give him a call, he called me, and we talked. And by Wednesday, I had a contract in the mail, and I was officially making money bodybuilding, and I wasn't even a pro yet. I hadn't even done the nationals yet. Like I said, I won the junior nationals, so it really blew my mind that I was able to, start making money, working out, and just, saying I, take this product, which was really cool. Learned so much for those guys back then with Metrex, going on the different expos and working the booths and, seeing how interacting and seeing how things work, at a, early time of my career was, really, 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 helpful and valuable to me, to where that it became automatic. I can't even tell you enough about if you guys do get lucky enough to get a sponsor out there, your conduct, how to act, how to present yourself, is so important. When you're at a booth or at an expo, it's not time to show out, not time to look at me, look at me. It's the time to share, your experiences, and share, your appreciation for being a part of that company that you're standing at a booth with. So important to stay longevity is to respect and to do research as well on each one of those companies you're interested in actually getting them to pay you. Make sure the inner and outs of the company. What the company believe in. Where the company's going, where the company's trying to do. Also, with doing that, can help you realize maybe that's what you want to do. Maybe you want to put out products. Maybe you want to, come up with your own flavor of products or own twist of products to help whatever it is, sleep, recovery, strength, or energy, before, the workout, whichever one. You might find your niche also in doing that research and trying to find out the company that you want to be with. You actually may find out that you want to be a company yourself, provide better products, So there's a thought to think about as well. So it was 2000, Mr. Olympia. I was there with Metrex, and Metrex had a stage, hooked onto their booth and had us, most of the amateur athletes, get up on the stage at a certain time and pose, for so many minutes and stuff like that, as a, get people to come to the booth and see what's going on and get a little bit of exciting going. And they didn't realize that my next sponsor, MuscleTech, was right across the lane from us, or the walkway. And when it was my time to get up on stage and pose, I was actually getting ready for the 2001 Nationals at the time. So myself and Branch Warren was getting ready for 2001 Nationals. But anyway, Branch wasn't with Metrex, I was, so there goes that. So it was, like I said, it was my time to get up on stage. So I get up there, all of a sudden I see, a couple guys from MuscleTech kind of checking me out, stuff like that. Another guy runs back, behind the booth, and he comes out with about 10 other people. And they all kind of gathered around and kind of was like, checking me out. And so I started like, I'm on, on stage for real. So I start grinding. I'm starting to sweat. You know what I mean? I'm showing them what I can. And then doing that, that following week, Vince Pay from MuscleTech, he called me on the phone and, said he was from MuscleTech and he liked to talk to me and this, that, and the other. And I was like, hey, sorry, I'm with Metrex. I can't speak with anyone right now. I'll be with them to the end of the year. I can't really talk to anyone about doing a contract. He was like, oh, okay, no problem. So I'll call you, if you don't mind, I'll call you every Monday and say, hello, how you doing? And, that's it. And I was like, sure, that's fine with me. I guess there's no harm in that. So yeah, every Monday after the 2000 Olympia in September, all the way until January, every Monday, Vince would call me and just like, hey, Johnny, how you doing? This Vince. Yep, good to talk to you. Goodbye. All the way until my contract with Metrex was done, and then they stepped in and offered me a bigger contract, and I went with MuscleTech. And I was with them for 10 years. That was awesome and a blessing for me. So, guys, it's possible to have longevity. It's possible to get a sponsor if you act right, if you show professionalism, if you do what you're supposed to do, treat the fans the way they're supposed to be treated, then these guys will treat you with respect and keep you on because you become valuable to them. So I can't say enough about, I always say, bodybuilding is a selfish, self-centered sport, which it is, but you guys got to come out of that, comfort zone and step into a realm of giving and giving back to this sponsor, this, maybe sponsor. If you're an ambassador, you give them all your love, spread the love to all your fans about them and about why are you with them, and the inners and outers, the history of the company, why they should take these products, how these products help you, and why they will help them. So important to represent. That's all. Just get out there and represent, and everything else will take care of itself. That's for sure. I'm Johnny O. Jackson. This is the Hardcore Truth with Johnny O. Jackson. Hopefully, you got something out of this today. Good luck to you guys, you beginners, you national qualified competitors. A new year, it's right around the corner. Competing season is right around the corner, guys. So I'm telling you, get yourself ready, get your cameras out, document your journeys, find out what companies you would like to be next to or be a part of, show them that you want to be a part, run with them, do your best, compete at the highest level, train at the hardest level, and maybe even look as pretty as me. Anyway, that's another subject. Thanks again for coming and listening to me in this episode this week, The Hardcore Truth with Johnny O. Jackson. Make sure you guys comment, let me know what you want me to talk about, like, and also subscribe. We'll see you next time. And remember, this is a few things just to make you say, See you at the gym.